Hey Taurus, I am here to do your very late January reading. I'm so sorry. I wasn't feeling myself, and even right now, I feel like I have something in my throat, maybe. Um, Excuse me. But I have shuffled your cards in the background, and I am going to shuffle them on camera for you to see. No worries, I'm not foggy, so I can absolutely read the cards. The issue is that I couldn't read the cards. I couldn't do anything spiritual or energetically for a while. The mental fog was so heavy. It might have had something to do with the Mercury retrograde too, now that I think about it. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what messages you have. So, God, please show me messages for Taurus for January. Please show me messages for Taurus for January. God, what messages do you have for Taurus for January? What messages do you have for Taurus for January? All right, let's flip this deck. And we have your central issue. We have your foundation. We have the past. We have what covers you. And we have your future outcome. So in the center, we have the Ace of Fire. In the foundation, we have the Ten of Water. In the past, we have the Two of Water. Ooh, these are some awesome cards. And what covers you, this is the Ten of Earth. And your future outcome is the Two of Earth. Oh, Lord, have mercy. How could cards be this awesome and then you get to juggling in the end? I don't. All right. We're going to see. So right now, it looks like there's something new, something exciting going on in your life. It looks like you may actually be really content and you feel fulfilled in what's going on here. I am so scared to clarify these cards because I love seeing good cards. You may be in a relationship that's awesome. You may be at a job that's everything for you. In the past, we have the Two of Water. So it could be, what it is that the relationship started and it just started to grow. The Ten of Earth is a card where, it can be very family oriented, much like the Ten of Water, but it does focus on, long-term prosperity and security, things of that nature. And then the Two of Earth we have here. And now it's like, oh my God, all of this is overwhelming. Or it's going to become overwhelming. We don't know. I am just hoping that the clarification cards are good cards because I hate to clarify good cards sometimes because, it turns into something negative. So the base will just be something that you want. But then it'll show the grief and strife in between. And I am not looking forward to that. So I'm hoping that you have come up out of that funk that you've been in for the past few months, Taurus, because I remember those readings. And I'm hoping that this ends well. So let's start by seeing why the Ace of Fire is here. Why is the Ace of Fire here for Taurus? Why is the Ace of Fire here for Taurus? We have the Prince of Swords. Okay. The Ten of Wands. I'll take them both. Oh, Lord, have mercy. All right, we have the Three of Swords and we have the Prince of Cups. So there has been a betrayal. There is now a lack of trust that is burdening whatever new opportunity or new thing that you have started. Okay. It could be a love-based relationship because the Prince of Cups is here, and the Prince of Cups comes in to offer love, or it just could be a situation that you're in with someone who is a water sign. So they can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And it looks like you guys may have been having some really hard or harsh communications, and they're happening quickly. Like it kind of just rushes in and they poke you up a little bit and then rush back out. Doesn't mean they rush back out of your life. It just means that the arguments happen so quickly. Like things could be awesome, and then out of nowhere, it's kind of like a stab here, a stab there. And it feels like this is a burden that you're now carrying alone, and it's kind of heavy. Okay. The person that you're involved with or that's involved in your circumstances can also be an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on in the Ten of Water. I hope that the Ten of Water just clears up this grief and strife because I told you I love happy cards. Let's see why the Ten of Water is here. Why is the Ten of Water here for Taurus? You have the Princess of Cups. I'll take them. Okay. So the Ten of Water is a card that says that you have everything, your needs are being met, right? Now, when I look here, this offers love, or this could just identify the person that you may be having the drama with. But it seems like you're in a situation that it may not be as balanced as you'd like it to be. And I'm saying that because the Six of Pentacles is with the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a single person who loves their life and loves their luxury. And if it's sitting here next to the Six of Pentacles, where it is that somebody shares, it looks like you may be in a situation where you're having financial difficulties. And these are conversations that you've actually been having. So that may be causing a bit of a strain on what your relationship is. Perhaps one of you is making significantly less money than the other, and the overall bills are taking a toll on what's happening. Or in this deck, this Nine of Pentacles, she's a little cold to me. So it kind of feels like she may be keeping her feelings to herself. Not like the Four of Pentacles, because that guy is definitely cut off. He's put up some walls, but she doesn't feel a lot. Like, she's not with the feelings. Like, she really isn't, because she has everything she needs except love for the most part. This situation again can be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or you can actually be dealing with a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Let's see what's going on in the Two of Water. All right, okay, now why is the Two of Water here for Taurus? We have the Ace of Cups. Hold on, let me get this closer. Why is the Two of Water here for Taurus? We have the extra two cards. All right. All right, the Sun and the Emperor. So these are actually really, these are really happy cards in this regard, because we have the Two of Water, which means that there was probably a very amazing, passionate start to some type of union. And the Emperor here is usually control, but because these aren't negative cards, then, this is quite honestly someone feeling like they have the world in their hands. And that's awesome. Feeling like they're in a really optimistic situation because, and, even if you wanted to see it as a clarity card, they're clear on the fact that they're in an optimistic situation and that they have the world in their hands and that they're in love. So it definitely seems like this was a very amazing, passionate situation. Ten of Earth. And it, quite honestly, that love and that passion may still be, I take that back. I was about to say it may still be here, but then I looked at these burden cards here. Yeah, that's a little heavy. It's not that new love feeling. You guys are not in that space right now. Let's clarify the Ten of Earth. Why is the Ten of Earth here for Taurus? We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Princess of Swords. I'm going to take it. It's 2. Okay, and we have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. All right, these swords, this communication, the way that you guys are communicating with each other may not be effective, because we have the Three of Swords here. We have the Prince of Swords here. It doesn't look like you guys are having effective communication right now. I feel like there's somebody who's trying to determine whether they stay or go. right now, one or both of you, or either you or your partner, may be in a period where you kind of just need space to try to mull everything over, because this is the card of balance. And remember what I said about needing balance down here. This is the balance card. It feels like there's a lack of balance, or it's kind of trying to choose which thing to do. So right now you're in a period of stasis where you kind of just want to think and mull things over on your own. Now, this can involve a a fire sign, so it can be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or this can involve, again, I believe I already said it, an air sign, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or this can just be a matter of there being conversation, or somebody feeling like they're a little defiant against what it is that the Queen of Wands does, because the Queen of Wands leads. So maybe one of you in a situation feels like you're a leader, and then while you're trying to lead and make the situation better, the other person is saying, no, this is not how we're going to do it. This is not what I appreciate, because the Princess of Swords can be a little immature in the way in which she communicates. So she's kind of just blunt to the point, whereas the Queen of Wands is a leader who really thinks about what she's going to say before she says it. And it may be that there's a lack of balance because the two of you are just not seeing eye to eye on just basic communication. So that's definitely what's challenging, what's covering you, because you want this. This is what you desire. You desire the 10 of Earth. You want to make sure that things are going well financially. And that's reinforced down here because the 10 of Water also says that everything is all right. And then we have these Pentacle cards here. So this may be a matter of money, earthly possessions. Maybe you're talking about how it is that you're paying bills, or how it is that you guys are not putting up your fair share of something. Let's see what's happening with the Two of Earth. The Two of Earth is your future outcome. And so it's reinforced by the Two of Pentacles that's already here. And it says that there's a real need for balance. You're kind of really just weighing your options and juggling things. And but you really need to make a decision. But as of right now, you haven't made one, which is not surprising, because I think I've done a million readings where you guys haven't made a decision, because I know it takes a while for earth signs to make decisions. So, but right now you're kind of just mulling over what it is that you need to do. But let's find out. Let's get some additional details, because this is, this is a serious thing. And quite honestly, the Two of Pentacles, they don't really feel much. They're in a place where, where do I put this? There are no feelings really involved, because they're being more logical about a situation. So they're not living in their heart. They're not even really living in their head. They're kind of just doing. It's more physical. So this would be the person who decides that they're going to work for 50 additional hours so that they don't have to deal with something that's happening. All right. Why is the Two of Earth here for Taurus? Why is the Two of Earth here? You have the King of Pentacles. Hold on. We have the Devil. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. So your energy for the month of January is one where you may be stuck in a vicious cycle. And what you're trying to balance is the understanding between what's really happening, the truth, knowing what the truth is, and kind of being bound by the flesh, right? So this may be a situation where it's hot and it's passionate, and you're still dealing with the fact that, maybe you really do want to be with this person. It's doing something to you, though. Look at that. Like you're slightly tortured if you just take a look at the picture. So it's definitely doing something to you that's not positive. And you know that, you realize that. But you're still in a situation where there needs to be a decision made, but you haven't made it. I feel like I've had this reading for you probably for the last 3 months. And I know that somebody would believe that I'm setting it up this way, but I promise that I'm not. This has been the energy for Taurus for quite a while, because you guys are a fixed sign. So it takes a while for you to really grasp the situation. Nope, not grasp it. That's unfair, because you guys are quick. You definitely know when something's going on. It just takes you a longer time to move on a situation. Now, this situation, this can just be about you sitting in the midst of this situation, or this is another earth sign. So it can be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some guidance. So let's find out. Please, I want you guys to have some guidance. Have to unstick yourselves, please. All right. What guidance do you have for Taurus? Please give me guidance for Taurus. All right. We have cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, will help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. And give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Whatever's happening in the situation is absolutely toxic, because we have the devil here. There is no good that comes of the devil card. Even at its best, it's a hot, passionate sex card. And even when it's a hot, passionate sex card, it's usually you stuck in a high, passionate sexual situation that's addictive. Okay? So you absolutely have to detox yourself. You got to let go whatever it is that's holding you down, whether that be a person, whether it be a job. I understand the worry, stress, and anxiety that may come with the potential of you not having that thing, but you definitely have to get yourself together. You have to cleanse yourself. You have to let go of what it is that is negatively affecting you. Okay? All right, so this has been your reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for coming, stopping by. Subscribe. That would be awesome. But I will be back for your February reading. And if you'd like to increase, or not increase, but move yourselves up by way of analytics, then like and share these videos. I will see you guys in February.